Money growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling code 304.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see this team's sure-handed tight end. He's gonna be a busy man in the passing game. Buckle up. There's football coming your way, and it comes your way next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that it's a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who have to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff. And with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder. And, man, we could feel it all the way up here in the booth.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Thrown left side, the catch is made, and they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. 17 yards on that connection. And that will be a 1st down. Sending a receiver right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll take it on in. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a first carry for their running back. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd and long.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
and they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Now a run on first down. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's their punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Tight end on the move left. They'll begin here on the ground. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
So after 1, 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll motion the tight end right. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's a toss as they look to run. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. On the toss, they'll run. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 29-yard line.
Slot man in motion left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. Here comes 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. One of the tight ends in motion right. On play action, oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
11 yards on the pass there. That's enough for a 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll look to throw yet again. Now he'll run. They get an even 20 on that one. And that will be a 1st down. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. So the move is for the field goal unit here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Just 1 second remaining in this 1st half, and they will kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. It is a touchdown. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. A try here for the extra point. The kick here is good. And one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for...
And instead, why don't we get right back to it, as we'll get ready for the third quarter. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon, good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Back to the air one more time. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a 1st down.
Result is a first down.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to... No chance at all. He'll go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
They'll look to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. This team's offense ready to take over once again. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he's near the 1st down, stopped a little short of the 40. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They bring their tight end right. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. 1st and 10 now from the 36. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Up the middle they go. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. Here comes 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Results in a first down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. They send a receiver in motion left. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Throwing now from the gun. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Complete to number 85.
and he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So here, as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's fourth down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on fourth down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. So it's a win for our visitors. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.